I'm here at Harley Davidson in Manchester. I'm going to be test riding the Harley Pan America, so stay tuned, have a look, tell me what you think.
I'm still undecided with this bike as far as the looks go. I think it is one of those bikes when you see it, it's a bit different. This TFT screen that you can see down here is absolutely brilliant, really clear, decent size. This is the 2021 Pan America, and you would not be, well, you'd be mistaken for thinking it was a diesel, but it sounds like one. The way this engine rattles about, it does really sound like an old diesel car. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a blast on different types of road. The roads are a bit damp today, so I am starting off in rain mode, and I'll do that until I've got used to this little sucker. Now, rain mode, the verdict is it feels like an old dog. By that I mean it's so slow and sluggish, and then it sounds like an old tractor moving away. Now I'm hoping that improves going through the modes, but say for now I'm keeping it in rain mode just until I get used to it, until I get away from the city. I believe these start around £14,000 and they are full of kit, as you would expect for that price bracket. You're getting TFT screens, Bluetooth connectivity, you're getting loads of rider modes. It's a bit underwhelming at the minute. Say I can only put that down to the actual rider mode. That's what I'm hoping anyway, because at the minute this is not it's not thrilling, let's say. There's not a lot of excitement. It's comfortable. I've got to say, the seat feels like I'm sat on a cloud or something. It literally just feels really comfortable on the old buttocks, and that's what all of us riders want. I can see it being a really comfortable ride, for certainly for long distance. If you're on this for hours and hours, I think you'd be more than happy. I'm going to press our mode button and I'm going to put us into road mode, so we have got this. I'll see if it makes any difference. Again, it's not my bike, so I'm not going to be going too quickly, but I want to just make sure that this has got the thrill factor. Let's go. Okay, right, so it goes. What I'm getting at this is that obviously it's picking up speed quite well. It's not shockingly quick, but that's not this type of bike anyway. But it's the comfort. You seem to get to, 40-50 mile an hour quite quickly, but you don't feel any sort of thrill from it, because it's like I've said before about comfort for the seat. The seat's so comfortable, it just feels like you sat in like an armchair or something. It just kind of wafts gently to the speed that you go in, and whilst it's good for long distance touring, for me it's not something that gets me all giddy. If you remember back to the Triumph 900 that I went on, that thing I couldn't stop giggling on when I give that a little bit. And to be fair with that, I wasn't even playing with a lot of the modes either. I kept it in road mode, I believe, for the entire time, and it felt like it was, as soon as you give it a little bit, it just went like stink. So I'm not feeling the same thing with it. I'm feeling that little bit of a rumble now. So where I said when we were stopped there was no vibration coming through the handlebars. But doing this kind of motorway speed that we're doing now, when you do give it a little bit of throttle, you do get a bit of vibration in your feet and your bum. So you do feel that little bit of a vibration in the arse. So it's probably really good for you girls. You girls will be very happy on here. You boys, however, it's just a little tickle on the butt. It's weird actually. I've never actually had that with a bike before, where you just get this little bit of vibration just running like around your arse. It's bizarre. But anyway, it's still, that's at motorway speeds, and it's actually all right. It's not uncomfortable by any means. I'm gonna try sport mode and see if it makes any difference whatsoever. Based on my previous change between rain and road, I'm not expecting, but you never know. Right, let's give it a go. Oh, shit the bed. Holy shit. Right, all is forgiven. Shit. In sport mode. Right. Now that has just that took me by surprise. That I'm actually speechless now. When you go from rain to road, subtle but minor difference. I've just gone into sport. Give it the beans. Shit. Completely different animal. That has just blown me away with how quick that is in comparison to the road mode. The power delivery in sport just seems really smooth, but it picks up speed really quickly. Jesus. Yeah, there's a nice difference there. Now that's what I wanted. That's the grin factor, that's the fun factor that I was talking about. If it carries on performing like this, I would certainly put it up there with the top performing adventure bikes like the GS, and considering the price of these to the GS, I think if you can get past the looks of it, which I can, but if you can get past the looks of it, I think it's something you should consider if you're in the market for an adventure bike. Since I've put it into sport mode, it seems to even sound better. You would be foolish to discount this on the looks without having a ride of it. The closest thing to this that I've ridden on what I would say build quality, actual feel and comfort is probably going to be the BMW GS. Whether it's better than the GS, I don't know. I think it's very close. I think it's very close, and I think you'd have to have both bikes longer to actually assess them properly to decide which was best. I think of a little journey like this and a little ride like this, I think it's impossible to actually pick an outright winner. If you had a prize for the best one, I think it will be up there. I think out of the bikes I've ridden, I think comfort wise, I genuinely don't know if I've ridden a more comfortable adventure bike. I genuinely don't know if I have. Okay, so now you will recall when I first stood up on my V-Strom, it felt like the pegs were really high up. Now that's something I've got used to now. I love my V-Strom, standing up on it, it's brilliant. But I'm just going to give it a little go on here. So I'm going to stand up. Ooh, now. See, this is a bit weird for me. Now, where I'm stood up, the pegs feel quite low down, but the actual bars themselves feel really low down as well. Said I'm not a big lad, so it might be different if you're taller, but my arms are fully stretched out. Oh, I'm not going to do that. You'll recall that from our previous videos, if you've watched those. So this is becoming a bit of a regular place for me to show you around the bikes. The lovely Pennington Flash. Where's my kickstand? Oh, centre stand. Ooh.
Let's have a look at the Harley Davidson. I'm going to use my mobile. I find it works better for a look around the bike. So stay tuned, have a look. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am proper sporting the brand today, so check my jacket out. Feel like a brand ambassador today. Yes. Even have the t-shirt on. Yes, I'm a Harley geek and I've never even owned one, but check me out.
So there she is in all her glory. Say, don't pay too much attention to how she looks on screen, because in person it's a much nicer looking bike. Now for me, side profile like that looks really nice. So we've got our spoked wheels, and you can see just one brake disc at the back, 2-to-1 exhaust. You can see we've got the massive 1250 engine there, and then we've got the Brembo brakes at the front. We've got the twin discs, and from my experience, my little ride down here, the brakes work really well. We have got this weird looking front. Now I don't want to say fugly, but yeah, it takes some getting used to. But I do like the extras with the spot lamps that you can see here. I just don't know whether I can deal with that. It's like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica or something. Yeah, it is, I mean, it's growing on me. So it's gone from me thinking it's a really ugly bike to I quite like it, to be fair. This bike has got the side stand, which does look pretty short compared to some, and it's got the centre stand as well, which is always good. It certainly makes it easier when you're doing your chain maintenance, etc. And it has got keyless as well, and I don't know why you need keyless on a motorbike, but it's something a lot of these premium brands are doing. To actually switch the bike on, what we've got to do is switch the ignition on here. Very Gucci. Yes, yeah, I do like it. It looks nice, that. So what we've got here is our controls. So that is for your media stuff. So I said before, it's got Bluetooth on. It connects to your phone, so you can control those aspects of that there. we have got one touch start, so similar to the Suzuki, you pretty much just press it once, take your finger off, and then it'll start up for you. We have got the mode button as I was playing with before, and your hazard lights there, and then we've got this cluster here that has lots and lots of buttons. I've not even started playing with all these things here. For me, there's a hell of a lot going on, but yeah, it's lots to play with. And unlike the other Harleys, your indicators are just on this side, left and right. It's not got the left and right like it does have on the other models, which is good. It's more familiar for me. I've not got an issue with that at all. It works well.